My name is Alexandra Fry, and I am a software engineer here at AI Camp. I started back in the summer of 2021 when I found out that February about a scholarship I could do for the summer camp program. And so I applied for it and I was able to join the summer camp session. After I did that, I got picked to do the incubator internship. And after I did that for a while, I then was picked to join the internal team. And that's how I'm now working for AI Camp. I would definitely have to say that this experience has been very, very helpful in so many ways. It has taught me to become more communicative and proactive and really show me how to be a leader, as well as learning how to do the technical things like coding and working with databases. So it's a lot more of the soft skills that I'm taking into my everyday life from this job. And like I said, it's helped me in so many scenarios wherever I go. And so that's why this was basically a dream come true for me. Yeah, it was something that was really cool actually, because I'm so used to, like, especially in school, I'm working with people who are from right here, but doing AI camp, I'm exposed to so many different people in so many different states, and it's been really cool to meet so many different people from all over the country, and especially in the summer camp, work on something really cool together. The advantage of being on a distributed team like this is being able to practice communication with so many different people and being able to get the experience of working with different people that you may not be used to in your everyday life, and just being able to learn how to work with other people on a totally different level where it's more your responsibility to reach out and do all those types of things. When I first started at AI Camp, it's definitely very different than it was now. When I started, I did the summer camp, so I was exposed to that curriculum using natural language processing. And now I actually work with the curriculum in our summer prep team. And so we're now revamping the natural language processing and the computer vision curriculum so that students are able to learn better. Because I remember when I was doing it, sometimes it was a little fast, but I also wanted to make it a better experience for just everybody that continues to grow in the future. So as our team has grown since the little team it was back during the summer program, we've been able to revamp all sorts of things, and curriculum that is being a huge one of them. Being able to work on curriculum now than I worked in the summer, I think it speaks to we're continuously learning, as we continue moving forward, and from when we're students to when we're actually working on the team, we can use our previous knowledge base. And I think that's one of the biggest advantages we have, is being able to grow on what we learn and use it to make even more cooler curriculum for new students, and just it improves a lot of different things we can build. Within that summer camp program, I did very well, and so they asked me to work on the incubator internship, which I basically went from doing more like creating AI and stuff, which is what I did in the camp, to I actually made an app called AI on Thumbs, which is out on Google Play in the App Store. And I actually I learned how to do JavaScript, and I was learning how to code different screens for apps. So that was really cool to get to learn that experience. And I did well with that portion. So I was picked to join the internal team. And now I've been working more with marketing and learning how to use SQL to manipulate databases and make visualizations for all different data that we need. And now being able to work on the very curriculum that I worked and did in the summer. And so it's been cool to, as I've moved up through AI Camp, I've been learning how to do different things. And I just think this is a very great learning experience because I'm getting exposed to so many things. I joined AI Camp because when I heard about it for the first time, I thought it was going to be such a cool opportunity to be able to learn how to make your own AI, which that sounds pretty cool, to make your own product. But I also thought it would be great to like not only learn that, but also help me improve my communication skills and, you know, how to take more leadership and everything. And so it made me really excited, and that's why I applied for the scholarship. Yeah, so what I would say to people that, you know, may not be so sure that like all this that we do at AI Camp, you know, teaching students how to create their own AI is, you know, very real. And I can say for myself, it is very real. We definitely do all of that. And I think that we're emerging leaders in our youth. And I would just have to say that, you know, if you're skeptical, you know, it's definitely, from my experience, it's been a great way for me to learn technical things and soft skill things, and is something that is very just unique, very unique, and not something you see every day. The cool thing about working at AA Camp is I work with other students. So usually they're students between 14 to like up to college students like 20, 22, that age. So it's very much people who are about my age, and it's very exciting that we're all learning together. AI Camp has been my first internship. And so me being so young, this was a great experience because like I got to do my first internship with AI Camp. I mean, I had a job working at a car wash with my dad, but this is something totally different and something I couldn't even imagine like years ago. It's definitely very exciting to be able to go from being in school to going ahead and starting professional work at the age of only 18, and some of us even younger. And I just think that's going to help us skyrocket our careers really fast because, you know, I mean, I'm actually going to Purdue University in the fall, and with this knowledge already going into it, I'm very excited to learn even more in college and build upon what I already know. The part that really intrigued me about finding out about AI Camp and what I could learn was the fact that I could make my own AI product at the end of the summer, and that would be the end goal. I do a lot of computer stuff before I did AI Camp. I took multiple computer classes, and I kind of wanted to try something new, you know, like I was always seemed to be doing the same programming and stuff like that. But when I heard about AI Camp, I'm like, that's really cool that I could make a product and have it done by the end. And sure enough, my team and I made a book recommender, and I really did get everything I wanted out of that experience. Based off of everything I've done before AI Camp and now doing AI Camp, I would definitely have to say that AI Camp does really well of just being able to just implement teaching students and using different, you know, real world examples in order to come across of like why AI is important and what can we build with AI to improve society. That is something huge that I really enjoyed, that I think it's bringing it back to what can we do to solve problems in our society. I think that is something we do really well. And again, being able to work at just such a young age is very unique in its own way. And I think that AI Camp ranks very high among those that teach coding. Innovative, because I believe that as a whole, AI Camp is working to create new things every day and solve new problems with everything that they do and everything that we do, really. And I think that we're always striving to be innovative and create new things and emerging leaders. Based off of doing AI Camp, as far as my career, I definitely was striving to be a video game developer. That's what I really, really, really wanted to do, like growing up and stuff. And that was pretty much my mindset before going in the AI camp. And now I feel like I want to do something more, how should I put it? Basically being able to solve more like real world problems, and like AI is just a great representation of that, because that is what it can really do. And so I would still love being a video game developer. Like if I got the job to do it, I would take the job. I would take the job right now. But I would also like just focus on career. I want to like go into more like business and working with other people and something more on that lines, but still working very much with computers, just more in a solving kind of way. Rocket League. Definitely Rocket League would have to be my favorite. If I had to build video games in the future, I've always like grew up on Mario, like that was kind of my thing. So maybe some type of platformer, or I'm actually in a game development class right now through school, and we actually just finished creating a first-person shooter. That's really cool, called Speeding Neon. So that's awesome, and so stuff like that I would really like to build. If you're kind of reconsidering wanting to join AI camp, I would definitely stick with it and do it, because like I said, you're learning a lot of different things, and you know, you get to have a cool product in the end that you can show off to your family and friends. And you're also learning, you know, if you maybe don't have as like, if you have more trouble with communication or something like that, this camp will definitely help out with that. And so you're not just learning just that AI stuff, like that's not all you're learning. You're learning all different things, and even some other, like how to program, because the main thing you learn is Python programming. And so you're not just learning about AI, you're learning about so many real things. I actually do a lot besides AI camp. So I actually volunteer at my local animal shelter, and I work with cats because cats are my absolute favorite. And I also play a lot of chess. I actually just finished out my chess season for the year. And yeah, those I do. I also am in the National Honor Society. So I've been working on that. And as well as I have a bunch of schoolwork. That's just my everyday life. But I love everything I do. And I also just really love spending time with my family and friends and my girlfriend. And it's just really amazing. AI camp is one of the greatest experience I've ever had, probably the greatest experience I've ever had. And I really just have to say that I would really consider doing something with AI camp, whether that's their summer camp program or their one-on-one immersion program, because these are really great people that are teaching you. And it's something that has become such an important part of my life. And I just can't wait to see the many lives we change. Thank you so much for having me do this interview. It was such an awesome opportunity, and I love working with y'all. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah, have a great day.
Thank you, Mitch. Have a good day, guys.
Yeah. Here, I'll send you guys the recording.
I don't eat a lot of desserts, but I really like apple cider donuts.
Apple cider donuts?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or cinnamon rolls. Either one.